What's going on? This is Tom from TWS Guitars, not the builder Tom, just the player Tom. You'll be seeing me demoing out some guitar videos over the next couple of weeks and months and hopefully years. But let's jump right into this first one. This is for one of our customers who you might have seen a video of an 8-string Talia with a Floyd Rose, which was pretty wild. This is his guitar, and I promise you he will play it much, much better than I possibly ever could. But this is one of the most versatile guitars I've ever played in my life, by far. You could just see the configuration. You can see the pickup configuration. I don't have the bar in, but it is a floating bridge on a 7-string. And this thing just rules. I'm super jealous of this guitar. So let me get into the specs, and then we'll go with some clean and more distorted guitar clips. This is a pretty unique one. We've never used this top before. It's a Mun Ebony top. This is completely natural. It's just got a thin, satin-like poly finish on it. It's got a Wenge middle wood and then a walnut body. Walnut bodies are my personal favorite, so I think there's a little something that feels like home about this guitar, even though it's a different top than I'm used to. Walnut and then occasionally Wenge middle piece is pretty common for me. But let's keep going with this. So the neck is a 7-piece neck. I got my specs over here because I can't remember all these. It is 7-piece Wenge, Babinga, and Paduk. You could see all the different stringers going on in there and different pieces. It's got a Macassar ebony fretboard, 24 stainless steel frets, and is 26.2 inch scale. So not quite a full-size baritone, but longer than a normal or conventionally scaled guitar. And it's a 7-string, obviously. And then as far as, for the neck, we've also got a Black Tusk Graphtec nut, which is very common. Hip shot, locking tuners. And this floating bridge is a hip shot contour. You can really get a lot of different range in that. It's kind of like the middle ground between a Fender setup and a Floyd Rose setup, despite the fact that it's not double locking. But you could really do a lot on it. You could go from Dimebag and Van Halen to just shoegazy, subtle, and it all works really well, and it's super stable.
You stink!
So then let's get into the pickups and the configuration over here. It's got a wide variety of things. So we've got a 7-string bare knuckle juggernaut in the bridge and 2 single coil bare knuckle Irish Tour pickups. I've never played these before until now, and I'm probably going to have a set put into a guitar eventually. They're awesome. 5-way blade, standard setup. So position 5, boom. Position 4, these 2, middle, these 2, and just here. 1 volume. You might hear the dogs barking a little bit. You'll deal with that. 1 volume. This is a typical conventional tone knob. And then this guy back here, which I've never actually used before, is called a focus knob. It's kind of like another tone knob in the sense that it changes the EQ a bit, but it's a lot more subtle and more focused. It kind of just corrals the bass frequencies a little bit so that it's a bit tighter. And everything goes through this. This is at the end of the chain right before the output jack. So anything you do on your normal volume or your tone or your pickup selector is going to go through this. And it's really subtle, but it does add a bit of a touch to everything. So let me go through a little bit more sound clips. That's pretty much it. It's a great guitar. This is one that I'm really jealous of. It's got some of the hardest hitting distorted tones I've played in a while and some of the cleanest cleans. So let's take a couple more looks. I'm bad at those. So yeah, tons of different sounds that come out of this guitar. I'm incredibly jealous of it, and I want it for my own. So Tom, I may just have to keep this before I send it out to you.